Hi, Aries North Node, and Happy New Year. If you didn't catch my last reading for 2020, do go back and check that out. There's some really good messages. The final card that came out was It's a New Dawn. But I just want to say that, everything that we went through in 2020, I think it's still obviously carrying through into the next year, into the year after that. A new dawn is just that, right? It's just, there's hair in my eye. It's the beginning. The sun is starting to rise, but there's so much more yet to do, so much more building, so much more reflecting on, you know, uh, maybe the day before or kind of what we want to do in the next day ahead, in the next week, month, year, era. Okay. And so let's not get ahead of ourselves and think, oh, everything's just like, yeah, we got through 2020. Now it's all over. I don't think that's the case. But today we're going to focus on looking at the North Node messages. And I'm trying to do those quarterly. So you can kind of think about that from January through March if you want to, but again, anytime that you come across the videos, you're meant to come across them. And so, look for signs and synchronicities all around in your world, and maybe this reading is one of them. Confirmation, validation. So I have already drawn cards from the Archetypes, Wild Unknown Archetypes from Kim Krans. This isn't the backs, obviously, it's the guidebook. And also from Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. I'll show you what these cards are. They just are setting the tone, and I may or may not read a little bit out of the books from each of these cards, but I got 5 from the Archetypes deck and 4 from Wisdom of the Oracle. So we'll just kind of go through what they are, and then I'll move into the reading. So we got the shaman, okay? So the shaman, the student, teacher, mentor, moving into their healing of their own wounding, letting themselves die, transform, and then becoming kind of a healer and understanding the mysteries and the magic of life and death, being sort of one and the same. Okay, this is not the reading, this is setting the tone. And then we got the king. So potential leader energy, being careful to look at Aries North Node. We know that we are, or if you don't know, Aries North Node are meant to be trailblazers. Interesting, for this time that we're in. But probably very important. Let's see what the reading says. But leaders, in that we kind of have to do our own thing. And it's not necessarily about who's following. It's just leading without a whole lot of concern about that part. Okay. So we want to watch out for the dark side of that, the ego, and need for power. Not exactly sure. The shapeshifter. Being able to be flexible, being able to be in the moment, being able to tackle, deal with, handle approach life as it shows up, being able to go with the flow. It is on the dark side, you know, being maybe manipulative, tricky, deceptive. Okay, so we want to watch out for that. Being in the moment. Okay. The vow. Our words have power. We've made promises to ourselves and to others. Are we honoring those? And when we speak and use our words, are we being intentional and conscious and mindful? Because as co-creators, when we say something, we're putting that into motion of manifestation. Okay. And Kairos is about time, ideas of time, notions of time, divine timing, and that there is, and that sort of the way we think of time is a construct, maybe to help us to plan our day, I suppose, but in the bigger realms, it's more about timing that is in alignment with spirit, the divine. Could even say destiny. Okay. Okay. And then we got from the Wisdom of the Oracle, happy, happy, in the protection. Is this what she calls it, protection? Just double check what she calls it. I want to be right. Okay, protection message. So in happy, happy, here's a pretty cute picture. Isn't that cute? That was in the protection position. Okay. And so this is about being, once again, free, spontaneous, playful, in the moment. Just allowing that, did I say spontaneous? Allowing that allowing yourself to sort of play. And I would say almost like play with a purpose. But we'll look at that later. Poised. And I did read a little bit about these. I just can't remember because it was hours ago. Poised is also in the protection position. Okay. So here she looks like she's poised and ready to fly, right, off her little pedestal there. But in the protection position, she's not quite ready. Okay. It's kind of like almost, and I think maybe these two go together well because it's like play, be in the moment, be flexible. It was kind of like a little bit kind of like along with the shapeshifter message, but you're not necessarily quite ready to make your big move, I suppose. Again, we'll look at the reading to get more information. Okay, round and round. I have down here the ammonite down on my table, okay, off of my little collection of stones. When I do readings, I kind of pull off stones that are really appealing to me at the moment, and this one was one of them. And here it is. Okay, again, that shape, that spiral, round and round. Okay. So we're learning and growing in a spiral, right? And these lessons will be repeated until they are learned, but we're always, hopefully, we're growing. And so there may be some lessons or some old, maybe even relationships or situations showing up. Once again, potentially to see how far we've come, to maybe be that last test, if you will, or maybe to just strengthen and reinforce the lessons that we've learned in the past, or maybe to heal lessons that are moving across time and space into other lifetimes, into other planes. I kind of get that sense anyway, that that's what we're all going through, but we'll see. And then a leg up. Okay, so it is okay. It is necessary, even potentially right now, to ask for help, to get support. If there is something that you want to do or are facing that, see the little baby cub, it's actually a baby cub, it's not even a friend, is needing to climb up on the big mama polar bear or papa polar bear. And that's okay, right? Until it can move out and survive on its own. It could be that is a that's interesting. Kind of like these two cards together. Leg up. They both, one's the number 25 and one's the number 34, are both resonating to 7. And 7 for me is very spiritual. It's full of potential for spiritual growth, or potentially, oops, I did it again. And okay, well, we'll try this lesson over again. And this could be, about family legacies, even, like I said, against time and space. So let's see what we have. So we're going to look at the current, what are the current challenges I've shuffled already multiple times, cleared and cleansed the cards, and in an effort to get these readings out shorter length. I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay. So we've got Ace of Pentacles. Okay. These are this is in the challenging position, the challenge position, the Hanged Man, the Star, and the World. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It looks like, oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. What? At the bottom of the deck. So it's like Saturn and Jupiter, Aquarius, Pisces. It looks okay. So if we're saying this is in the challenge position. Oh. It looks to me like there is a opportunity to manifest something. You know, manifest in the world, could be money. But it's like I'm just kind of blown away that it's like 4 majors in a row in the challenge position. But they're all really nice cards. So it could be talking about, you know, kind of what's going on in astrology, and I really can't speak to it, but there could be a sense of that, I think I said this in my last video, of this sort of hurry up and wait. I want to get on to the next thing, right? I want to let's let this wheel turn. And there's still a little bit of waiting around, a little bit of more healing to do, a little bit more reflecting to do. For some reason, this card and this being's face is really sticking out to me. Almost like it's very in the moment, but it's really reflecting. It's almost like it's, and then the Hangman, of course, is here, gaining enlightenment, gaining a new perspective. I think it's almost like right now is the time, even though there's an opportunity here, it's a time to reflect still and heal before embarking on the next big thing. And I do feel that this is the next big thing. It could be for whatever, it's like it could be a whole new you, right? But it's just not quite time. Even though you are sensing that it is time, it might not quite be time. Okay, there's certain challenges there. Okay, and so what strengths are present right now? Ooh. All right, 10 of Cups and 8 of Cups. So 4 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like you have the power to create that sense of joy and fulfillment, total and complete fulfillment. But there is also this figure who's needing to walk away from something that I mean, it's good, it's fine, all the cups are up, but this figure knows there's more. And so they're walking towards their more, which would be the 9 of Cups. So it's interesting that we went from 10 to an 8. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles, really kind of holding on, holding their boundaries. So if this is in the Strength position, like I said, it could be that you are remembering the strength that it took to walk towards what it was that was your wishes, your hopes, your desires, your dreams. And maybe you did have to leave another situation. Maybe you left this energy or something that once felt like this, and then it became less about that or less fulfilling. Or maybe you had to walk towards something so that you could be more independent, and that was important to you as well. Maybe you had to learn how to set boundaries for yourself. On the other hand, again, it's a general reading. Strength could be that right now you recognize that you have, you're grateful for what you have. You recognize that what you have is money, finances, that you might have to be a little more careful. It could literally be about just setting boundaries with people, right? Who want to kind of challenge you and the things that you want to do. Like in particular, if you need to walk away and walk towards something that would be more fulfilling for you, sometimes it's upsetting. You know, other people can't understand it, and they've got something to say, and they've got their opinions. But your strength, maybe because you've had to do this in the past, is that you've gained a sense of stability within yourself and an ability to appreciate, you know, what you have, and also draw boundaries and say, you know, well, this is what I want. This is what I need to do. And these are important things to me. For whatever reason, I see this generally. I very rarely see it in the way that I think a lot of readers see it, and it's kind of like a greedy thing. I don't. I think I see it as someone who's very appreciative of and grateful for, you know, the stability that they have created. Now, on the dark side, yes, it can become being very afraid, getting out of the flow of, you know, giving and receiving, and, you know, the energy exchange of money. But, you know, sometimes there's a time to spend, and there's a time to save, and there's a time to really take a breath, a minute to say, like, wow, look what I've done. Look at what I've created. And that's okay. I mean, if we're looking at it in the strength position, right? He's got more to go, but it's kind of like the beginning of this person's sense of stability. Okay? So, and independence, which is really important for Aries North Node. Right? It's less about coming from the South Node, which was all Libran, relationships, and, you know, what can I do for you? And how can our partnership be better? And in Aries, it's not about that. It's more about how can I be in relationship with self and learn to be independent and focus on me in a healthy way. So when I'm really good and solid in that, and I have good boundaries, and I'm not in codependency, and I'm not depending on anyone else, and I'm not overgiving, then how do I bring all of that back into relationship? Okay. Okay. So let's see what to leave behind. Ooh. Something to say there, Maxie Max? What to leave behind? No. No. Maxie wants to come on up and say hello. Okay. You say hi to everybody? This is Max. You okay? Aw, he's needy. He's my needy little lover, aren't you? Yes, I don't know what you need, but you need to get down. Okay? Can you get down? You be a good boy? Did you eat? Okay, get down. Get down. Yeah, okay. See, he's probably a Libra sound. He's definitely a Libra. That's his sun sign. But I think he's definitely Libra South Node. Okay. What to leave behind? Strength. Another major arcana card. Interesting, right? Like, interesting. Why would we want to leave these good cards behind, right? So, okay. So she's got the infinity symbol above her head, right? And maybe this is about that switch where you've been working so hard and mustering up all of your strength to create and to manifest. See, we've got the garland around her waist that comes from the Magician, or is similar to the Magician. And actually, the Queen of Pentacles is right here at the bottom of the deck. So this like rose kind of garland, that's not what I want to say it is, but it's, oh God, people, menopause, right? This also is over the Magician, and it's wrapped around the strength being. Look at this. So at the bottom of the deck was Queen of Pentacles, right? And again, I always see her as very abundant, very capable, understanding her capability to create and manifest whatever it is that she wants, because she's very grateful for all that she has and all that she has created, and creating family, home, her coin, even maybe she's a businesswoman. You know, she's not only capable of it, she's very grateful for it. And therefore, the little bunny here in the corner, I don't know if you see, right, is fertile and multiplies over and over again, because that energy that she's got within her allows her to keep manifesting. So what to leave behind might be the sense now, after having done all the work, after having done all the healing, is to allow yourself to play with the ideas of how your healing and how your journey can now help you move into less independence, less on my own, me, and be more willing and capable to be vulnerable, to ask for help, to, I don't know, we got the vow card here. To move into a relationship potentially. Not quite there. Again, I just, it's not quite there. To even maybe understand why you went through the things that you went through. Just kind of hearing to prove yourself. Letting go of the need to prove yourself. I don't know. It's kind of like the time to integrate where you've come from, or the crossing point, or where the railroad tracks meet, right? Where you've come from to where you're going are merging together now. And you can bring the South Node and the North Node together and move forward with all the lessons and understandings that you've gained. What to focus on in order to help. 4 of Wands wanted to jump out. In order to focus on helping the collective. Need to focus on for Aries North Node. What does Aries North Node need to focus on now? Aries North Node need to focus. Oh, man. It flipped over and it flipped back. We're not going to take it. Need to focus on, I think it was the Chariot. I'm not sure which card it was. It's really amazing to me, the major arcana that have come up. Aries North Node. How's everybody doing on their New Year's Eve intentions? How are we doing? Yeah. So again, I said this kind of came up in my ear. There's no need to defend yourself. Well, here it is. There's 2 different ways to defend yourself, right? One is from a defensive position. Oh, I said you don't have to prove yourself. Okay. So one is a very defensive energy. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to do it. You know, it's my life. You know, blah, blah, blah. And there's another way, which is, you know, because you have come into a space of understanding boundaries and your sense of self and your own journey and your own strengths, and you've integrated your strengths along with your kind of shadow side, and you love all of it. And it's like, like all my good, all my bad, I'm good. I will not be poked and prodded to come back down here when I have climbed so far. I have reached such a sense of self and success. I'm self, bottom of the deck. I know who I am. I remember who I am and who I was born to be, and I don't need to defend it anymore. This is who I am. I like me. You don't like me? Okay, go. I'm not going to justify. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to defend. I'm not going to explain. It comes from my, you know, therapy side, but I'm going to have fun with my life, and I'm going to shine my life bright. I'm going to shine my love, my life, my light, my passions. I'm going to have fun with it. It's my life, and you have your life. Underneath the deck there, again, 2 other major arcana. Okay, got the sun along with that spontaneity of the Fool. It's pure potential, pure spontaneous, like, why not? I don't know what I don't know. I just want to have fun and be in the moment and take actions because it feels good. We do have to watch out for impulsivity as Uranus is floating around out there impacting us, but definitely, you know, it's a time of creativity and, you know, breaking through limitations and barriers and, yeah. So could be to focus on, to help, to come into the collect, or what to focus on, to help the collective, right? Again, this is a number 7, and 7 is potential. Could be that you are a defender, even in the best way, maybe even of children. But more than that, I just feel like you are, I mean, you know, he's dressed in green. You are on this green hill, and all of the people that once were cheering for you are now kind of like poking at you. Like, who do you think you are? Where do you think you're going? You know, no. Now you're leading your life from your heart and on your mountain, the mountain that was designed for you. And maybe as a leader, that king energy, you'll lead from a position of example rather than laws, rules, regulations, might. Right? Okay, so from When I do the obstacle card, I like to draw from a different deck, and I've got this cute deck here. The Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck from Tori Hartman. It's like that. And so the possible blocks or obstacles, interesting, is self-worth, pretty self-explanatory, okay? And impatience. Remember what I said? We're not quite ready, and we don't want to be in that move with impulsivity. We will probably feel a lot of anxiety in the next few months because of that. Like, I want to move, but for whatever reason, I just can't. It's not quite right. It's not the time. Just don't force anything. Don't push anything. Trust in divine timing. See the little divine being in the background there, right? So if there's any blocks or obstacles, it's going to be about needing to go back and heal those issues of worth, worthiness, confidence, esteem. Look at her. This little girl. I think it's a little girl. It's this child. On this block of ice, and it appears that this very regal, kingly, royal throne chair has, been gifted to her. And she's like, am I allowed to sit in that? I mean, it looks like it comes from another land, right? I mean, somewhere else. Yes. So if there's more healing to do, get at it. More reflecting to do. Where did I see the reflection? Okay, this was really reminding me of needing to reflect, to just really go in that mind space and just really kind of go back over your life and think about, the lessons learned, the challenges that you took, the wounds that needed to be healed. If we take some time to look at the things that we went through with a new perspective, sometimes we can be even more grateful and almost even joyful that life came to us in the way that we did. Because had we not had these challenges, had we not had these people in our little drama, our hero's journey, we never would have become the person that we were meant to be. Right? Okay. And then the best possible outcome. Best possible outcome. And guys, do not know how to make these things short. Okay. We've got the Hierophant, yet another major arcana. What in the world? Card of Taurus. Morals, ethics, codes of morality, spirituality, spiritual practices. Okay. 5, number 5. Uranus. Is Uranus in Taurus? Yes, I think so. Which, yeah. before I say anything, I'll just get the cards down. Okay, so the Hierophant, we're looking at best possible outcome. The King of Swords, okay. Wise person, Libra energy, rules justly, fairly, practically, sees from a much higher perspective. Eight of Wands, fast moving energy, communication, intemperance, Sagittarius, and patience. Temperance is about patience. Did we get another card about patience somewhere? Where did I see that? Was I talking about it? I think I was talking about it and I don't remember. Oh, patience, the blocks. God. Sorry, guys. I don't necessarily remember everything when I'm talking. Whatever it is that you want to create, that you are working through, healing, dealing with, there could be so many different things, actually, as I'm looking at these Eight of Wands. It might feel very quick and fast and exciting. I mean, if you're a Taurus, Libra, or a Sagittarian energy sign in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, if there are any changes, if there are any plans, roads, that you want to take, I would say recognize the connection between the spiritual plane and the timeless of all of that plane, as it relates to the plans and the action and the communication that you do, and be patient as a co-creator, as above, so below. What you heal now, you have the power to heal the past generations. So be very practical, be very mindful, be very purposeful, act from a higher spiritual, just, fair, compassionate place. Maybe even allow yourself to be a little bit detached as all the energy is pushing you, so that you really are creating and setting yourself up, not only yourself up, but your generations of your family, of your legacies, of maybe your next life. I mean, this has been going for hundreds of years, right? That you just are recognizing you have the power to heal with patience in divine timing, and as above, so below. And what just popped in my head is what we're doing, our intentions are so much more important right now, I believe, than anything, because it's the energy that creates. And so whatever you do, whatever you create, be very mindful of the intention that you're setting and creating. Is it coming from a negative place? Is it coming from a higher place? Loving. We are all is one space. Be very careful of gossip, of what other people think, of what other people are doing. You may even hear of, you maybe even get some messages or hear of people kind of messages and whispers in the wind of people being interested in you, or communication, like if you're online dating, relationships. What is that? Sorry, scan to okay. All right. And wow, I went on and on. Let's just get one more. Let's get one more message from the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle by Amanda Ellis. One more card. Did any of those flip? Archangel Metatron. What is Aries North Node? People need to know message. What is your final message? essentially the highest potential is acting ethically, acting from a space of integrity and ethics and fairness and justice and communicating those things from a mindful, patient, creative, an awareness of being a creator, and that as above, so below. I don't know why I couldn't get that out before. Whoops. I got inner child that sort of wanted to come out. It didn't. It ended up on the top of the deck, but okay. So we're going to be listening to that inner child. Healing those wounds, any lingering wounds, doubts, negative beliefs, fears, insecurities. Do we have that one? Self-worth. Being patient, telling that inner child that's very creative and spontaneous and wants what it wants when it wants it. Letting it know that you see that, you hear that, you understand, it makes sense. But that wise mind or your intuition even is requiring patience. Is requiring patience. Trusting in divine timing. Archangel Metatron, any other final messages for Aries North Node? Take that one. Okay. What's it say? Oh, duality. Balance is needed. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we've already talked about that. And passion, love for life. At 25, another 7. Okay. You know, love for life, live in love, you know, from the bigger understanding of love, but also, you know, geez, it's fun to have love. And you've got the 2 of cards coming in after the Page of Swords. Okay, these are at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it's the energy that's moving through past, present, and future. Okay, love for life, another 7. You are reminded to seek that which makes you truly happy. When was the last time your heart skipped a beat in excitement or raced at the thought of new love or new experiences, or simply by being joyfully inspired by what life has to offer? Life flows when we follow our passion, when we do, say, or act in accordance with what makes our heart sing. Not when we feel beholden or in a state of unrelenting boredom, apathy, or victimhood. You can have passion for a person, a cause, a project, a place, a calling, or any manner of things. Yet you need to be passionate about something. If you're struggling and feeling disconnected from what you really love, ask Archangel Metatron to remind you of a moment in time when you felt truly alive, vibrant, and passionate. Okay, so we're going back and we're reflecting on that. When was the last time I felt truly alive, vibrant, and passionate? Maybe time to start a new hobby, find a new interest, or seek out new people or places. Go with what your heart feels it wants to try, do, and experience. Yours. Okay? Not what anybody else is saying. What is right for you, like in the reading. Heart to heart, soul to soul, deep connection with one who matches you vibrationally, body, mind, and soul is what you deserve and what you can achieve. But to earn that, you also have to be able to give that to another. Okay? And we can't give that to another unless we've really worked through our stuff. We've really learned to be independent so that we can come into a relationship fully in love with who we are, independent, owning our journey, owning our shit, and then saying, like, here I am, this is who I am, I love me. and I have enough love to share, can you do the same? Okay. Okay, Aries North Node. Happy New Year. Be well. Thank you for being here. Take just a second to like, share, or subscribe. Thank you.